Hi, this is PJ LaRive, your host for Out and About with Big Easy, and my handsome co-host,
Mike Wade.
And we're on WWL. Mike, I have to talk about this. Have you ever been to Thailand?
I've been to Thailand a few times, yeah. I love Thailand.
Well, I do too. I've been there about 3 times, but it's been a long time. This was in the 80s. You tell somebody I went to Thailand and they say, yeah, where's that? It's like nobody. Yeah, Thailand, it's over there by, it's kind of like Southeast Asia. It's over there.
Over
if
there
you
by
look,
China or something.
Right, you look on the map, it's like it's over that way. Back in the 80s, I was in Hong Kong and I had about, 6 weeks off. And so my friend was a Buddhist, and he said, Pat, he says, let's go to Thailand. He says, there's a 60-foot Buddha that is in Roet that I have to see. I'm like, let's go. We had plenty of money at the time. I said, let's go. So we go to Roet, right? And there's no Buddha, right? There's it was.
What did they do with it?
I don't know. It was a scam or something to get you from, I don't know. So we went but we were kind of stuck because we couldn't go back because it was too quick. It would cost us $1,000 to jump on a plane and go back. So we decided to go to TAC because somebody told me there was great fishing in TAC. But the plane that we were on, this was a long time ago, didn't make it to TAC. It went to Nan. We actually read the boarding wrong, and there was no check-in. It's basically you jump on a plane and there were actually people standing up. It was like a bus, right? We flew a long time and we got to Nan instead of TAC, which is I think 2,500 miles from where we're supposed to be. So it's in the dead middle of Thailand, so there's no fish. And we still have 5 weeks left. So I said, okay, well, we talked to some locals, and I said, let's go to Yala because it's right on the coast. I said, let's go to Yala, and I'm sure we can rent a boat and we can go fishing. And we didn't make it there. We actually made it in Satun, which was on the west coast of this peninsula. We caught the weirdest fish. We were talking about this off air. One of them looked like a buffalo. A buffalo with a turkey neck, and and it looked like hairs on top of it. And when we pulled it in, the captain that was on the boat with us, he says, "Oh, very good, very good. Put in bucket, right?" And I'm like, "This thing looks like it could eat us," and it was huge. It was like the size of a Great Dane dog, right? It was big. He says, good, it's very good, put it in the bucket. So all day we're drinking beer and just fishing, and we kept catching. Mike, I've caught the most bizarre fish in Thailand, and I wish all we had at that time was these little disposable cameras, and since then I've lost all the pictures. But oh my gosh, Facebook wasn't invented yet, or it would have been uploaded to Facebook. So with that long story, we have Freezy Street that's opening up on St. Claude Avenue. And when I was in Thailand back in the 80s, they had these street vendors that would actually make ice cream in front of you. They would have a slab of this metal with, I don't even know if it was metal. It was a piece of granite, but it looked like metal. And they lay out the cream, they lay out the sugars, and then they keep folding it, and then they'd spread it out with a paddle, and they'd start scraping it off this really cold slab, and they'd make it into these tubes, and then they'd set the tubes, they'd build 4 or 5 or 6 of them, and then they put them in these glass containers, and then they put on the topping was strawberries or cherries or whatever local indigenous fruit was. Mike, it was so good. And now on St. Claude Avenue, we have this new Freezy Street that's opening up, and it's move all over soft serve. There's a new kid in town. Freezy Street, I'm going to tell you the address. It's 2633 St. Claude Avenue. It's a new shop, and it specializes in Thai-styled rolled ice cream. It's now open. Folks, on St. Claude, you have to try it. Tell them Out and About in the Big Easy sent you. It is amazing. Mike, you have to try this place. Even if it's not you and me going in there, place is clean. It's beautiful. I swung by. I took a look. The owners are Adam and Francis, and they were inspired by travels in Thailand where street vendors, they sold this frozen treat, but they've been selling this frozen treat forever because I was there in the 80s and they were doing it then. It's fresh ice cream and it's poured over here a metal plate, and it really it quickly freezes, right? And then it's chilled ice cream, and then it's scraped into rolls, which is picked vertically in a cup. They don't put it in a glass container because it's not Thailand. I'm sure it's like a snowball cup or something. And then it's covered with toppings. Mike, I'm telling you.
Sounds delicious.
Mike, I'm telling you, it's so good.
I'm going.
Okay, good.
I've been to Thailand twice, and I've never seen it there, so I'm excited, man. I'm going to check it out.
Oh my gosh, it is so good.
Can you get chocolate?
Yeah, I think they have all flavors. It's not like Baskin Robbins where you have like 36 flavors or 50, whatever the flavors are, but it's everything is built right there in front of you. I mean, it's just you have to just go try. Everybody,
I'm going.
Everybody, go try it. What else is going on in New Orleans?
Oh my gosh, there's so much going on in New Orleans. Hey PJ, have you ever gone to a comedy club?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I used to. It's been about 5 years for me, but I used to go like once a month at least. And Chris True's French Quarter Comedy Night is Tuesday night at 8:30, and I'm going to go check it out. It's at One Eye Jack's on 615 Toulouse Street.
Yep.
And he hosts weekly talent, local comedians, touring famous comedians as well.
That's on Tuesday. It's every Tuesday, right?
It's every Tuesday at 8:30. Yeah, I'm going to put it on my calendar and start going once a month. I think.
Go ahead, man. That's awesome. I'll go with you.
You want to go with me?
Heck yeah, let's do it. On the same day, Smoking Time Jazz Club at, I think, what time does One Eye Jack start? It's like 8:30, right?
Right.
Okay, so like you can go there, get your comedy on, and then go to Smoking Time Jazz Club, and that's at 10 p.m. And that's over at the Spotty Cat over on Frenchman, 623 Frenchman, and hear the jazz, baby. Eat up the ice cream first before the comedy club. Go to the comedy club 8:30, boom, then the jazz club, all at the same time. And Smoking Time Jazz Club is every Tuesday also. I love it.
Beautiful.
Now,
that sounds like a good night.
Right. We were talking earlier about David Doherty. He's got some paintings. He does abstract works. And he's a St. Bernard Parish painter. And I've kind of followed him a little bit. He's very, very abstract. He's got a July the 31st over at the Degas Gallery. Degas is on Julia Street, 604 Julia Street. If you need info about his exhibit, you can call 504-826-9744. Or, of course, go on to the Out and About in a Big Easy group page, and it'll have David Doherty's, I think it's got his picture up there, or and all his times and his different works. It's Mike. He's really cool. You really need to go see him. Your turn. What else is going on?
A couple things going on that caught my eye. PJ, I'm a big exercise freak. I like to get something in every day, and I was noticing that on Saturdays at 9 a.m. there's a walking group, health and wellness walking group called Soul Steppers. Is that?
That's right.
Yeah, Noma, right? Yeah, it's a weekly walking group route. It's about 1.5 to 2.5 miles long. It's I just like the idea of all of us getting out there and getting some exercise once a week, every Saturday at 9 a.m. at Noma. Walk from 1.5 to 2.5 miles and start your day off with really raising your energetic vibration. So I love that idea. My book is all about raising vibration, and this is one way to do it.
That's
so
perfect.
Check it out.
That's it. I'm there. I don't know if I can walk that far. I'm sure I could. Yeah, if I bring a wagon with me, would you pull me?
I'll pull you. Yeah, no question.
All right, perfect.
No problem.
All right, folks, you're listening to Out and About in the Big Easy. We're going to take a short break, play a couple commercials, and then we're going to be right back with you on WWL. Oh, Mike, before we go, let me kind of give a couple shout-outs. Tony B was the winner of our Any Scenes Necessary that was over at the Tulane Center, and it looks like Beverly, I can't say her last name, was the winner of the Little Uzi Vert for last Wednesday, the Rap Hip Hop Bounce streaming champ of 2016. He finally made his way to New Orleans, and it was a planned June stop, but it was postponed, and we had tickets last minute, and we put them out there, and she won. Congratulations, folks. All right, stand by. You're on WWL, listening to Out and About in a Big Easy with Mike Wade and PJ LaRive, your hosts.
Who sells more trucks than Ford? Nobody. The Lamarck team is the real team. We became number one for a reason, because we're good, and we need to prove it every day, every deal, all the time.
Hi, this is PJ LaRive again with Out and About in the Big Easy. I wanted to tell you about one of our show sponsors. Snowdad has a unique snowball trailer that is 100% self-contained and brings the snowball party to you for weddings, receptions, and events. They do private parties, weddings, receptions, bachelorette parties with snowballs, adult snowballs, and don't forget, corporate events. Call Lynn at 504-493-9231 and book your party or event rental today. That's Snowdad Snowballs, 504-493-9231.
And welcome back to Out and About in the Big Easy. I'm PJ LaRive, your host here on WWL, and my handsome co-host,
Mike Wade.
Mike, you like empanadas?
I love empanadas.
Oh.
You know, I used to be married to a Colombian woman, and I used to get empanadas all the time. Homemade ones.
What?
Love them.
Oh,
Yeah.
You see,
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. Oh, you see, now I'm kind of jealous. Now,
Anything Latin, I like it.
all right. How about Latin prison?
Not so much.
Well, you see,
There was that one time.
let me kind of explain this. St. Roch Market. Okay, you know where St. Roch Market is.
Yep.
There's a new vendor that's called Empanola, and it opened about 2 weeks ago at the St. Roch Market. The empanadas is a nod on Hermata, which is the owner, and her husband. She's from Argentina, he's from Chile, and they're made with a French style puff pastry, and it's baked instead of fried. So it's not like a real empanada, it's baked. It's a long selection of filling ranges. I mean, they have traditional ham and cheese, right? What made me really focus in on this company is they have these creative melodies, and it's inspired by local dishes. There's a version filled with crawfish etouffee, which people have told me is the best. I'm a big etouffee. I can make etouffee from scratch in my kitchen, but everybody's telling me, Pat, it's better than your etouffee. So I'm going this week to eat empanadas. One is made with gumbo, which features like chicken and smoked sausage in it. Pastries filled with caramelized onions, pecans, blue cheese, salmon empanadas. It's filled with leeks and lime, and it's all inspired with New Orleans traditional cooking. The beef is made with red wine, braised beef stew with bacon and mushrooms. Mike,
Sounds awesome.
I'm
hungry.
And look, I'm reading this because I really researched this company. I wanted to make sure, anybody we put on here, we want to make sure that, they're not like in the woods somewhere making moonshine, and we want to make sure our local flavor is met. These people, what I can understand from the fans that's tried it so far, they're over the top. And look, when do you want to go? Let's go Friday.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Okay, done.
We'll go for lunch and dinner.
I like empanadas. Majestic Cafe, closed down over there in Magazine, right? but they're reopening as an upscale Vietnamese restaurant in August. This is fresh off the news wire. The location is